Screen reader. Screen reader, off, enables narration of on-screen text. On, screen reader, on, text language, English, UK, change the language of dialogue subtitles and on-screen text. This also sets the language for screen reader. Left and right directional buttons. Speech language,
English, US.
text language, English,
Tekstsprog, dansk.
Teksttaal, Nederlands.
Tekstityskieli.
Tekstspråk, norsk. Tekstspråk.
Jazyk tekstu. Česky.
Język teksta, hrvatski, promie,
Fejrotnyelve, magyar. Text language, English, speech language,
français,
Italiano.
Deutsch,
Espagnol.
Português.
Ruski.
polski,
Ελληνικά.
Türkçe.
left and right directional buttons, text language, speech language,
Türkçe.
change the language of text language, English, US, change the language of dialogue subtitles and on-screen text, speech language,
Türkçe.
change the language of spoken dialogue, text screen reader, text language, speech language,
Türkçe.
change the language of spoken dialogue, left and right directional buttons, change, triangle button, reset to defaults. Left and right directional buttons, change, triangle button, reset to defaults. Continue. Speech language.
Türkçe.
Continue. Speech continue. Resize the markers until they fit in the corners of your screen. Continue. Screen reader, on. Text language, screen reader, on, enables narration of off. On, text speak continue. Screen reader, on, enables narration of off. On, text speak continue. Resize the markers until continue. HUD brightness, HD rendering mode, performance, adjust the resolution and frame rate. Fidelity, favor resolution over frame rate. Rendered and output at 4K, target 30 FPS. Performance, balanced resolution and frame rate. Continue rendering mode HDR, brightness HD rendering mode. Continue rendering mode, performance, adjust the resolution and frame rate. Fidelity, favor resolution over frame rate. HDR rendering mode, performance, adjust the resolution and frame rate. Fidelity, favor resolution over frame rate. Rendered and output at 4K, target 30 FPS. HDR rendering mode HDR locked. Enable high dynamic range rendering for brightness 0 range -10 to 10. Adjust the brightness until you are able to distinguish each segment of the gradient below from completely black to completely white. HUD brightness 5 range 1 to 5. Adjust the overall HUD brightness. Adjust lower if the HUD appears uncomfortably bright, particularly when HDR is enabled. Left and right directional buttons, change, circle button, back. Brightness, HDR, rendering mode, performance, adjust the resolution and frame rate. HDR, brightness, HUD brightness, 5, range, 1, brightness, 0, HUD brightness, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Left and right directional buttons, change, HUD brightness, 5, range, 1, 2, 5, brightness, HDR, rendering mode, performance, adjust the resolution and frame, performance. Left and right directional buttons, change, circle button, back. Resize the markers and continue. Screen reader, on, enables narration of on-screen text. Continue. Screen reader, on, text language, speech, continue. Screen reader, on, enable text, speech language.
Türkçe.
Change the language of spoken dialogue. Continue. Screen reader, text language, screen reader, off. Screen read on. Screen reader on. Enables narration of text language. Screen reader on. Enables narration of on-screen text. Left and right directional buttons. Change. Triangle button. Reset to defaults. Text language. Speech. Continue. Screen reader. Continue. Resize the markers until the rendering mode. Performance. At HDR. Locked. Brightness. HUD brightness. 5. Range. 1, 2, 5. Adjust the overall HUD brightness. Adjust lower if the HUD appears uncomfortably bright, particularly when HDR is enabled. Left and right directional buttons. Change. Circle button. Back. Four, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Continue. Rendering mode. Performance. Adjust the resolution and frame bright HUD brightness. Continue. Rendering continue. Rendering continue. Here are some common press any button. The Last of Us. Play the main story of The Last of Us. Left Behind. Options. Extras. Options. Extras. Options. Extras. Concept art. Model viewer. Skins. Filter gallery. Gameplay modifiers. Speedrun recap. Behind the scenes. Commentary. Behind the game filters. Model concept model viewer. Inspect the character models that appear across concept art. Locked. View original concept art from the last model viewer. Inspect the character models that appear across the story. Earn points and unlock unique content by finding collectibles, earning trophies, and completing the game on higher difficulties. X button. Select. Skins. Locked. Modify the main character's clothing, backpack, and weapon appearance. Earn points and unlock unique content by finding filter gallery. Locked. Change the appearance of the game. Earn points and unlock unique content by gameplay modifiers. Locked. Change the behavior of the game. Earn points and unlock unique content by finding collectibles, earning trophies, and completing the game on higher difficulties. Complete the main story to unlock. X button. Select. Circle button. Back. Speedrun recap. Locked. View your records from speedrun mode. Your behind the scenes. Speedrun recap. Behind the scenes. Watch behind the scenes footage of the making of The Last of Us, and listen to the official Last of Us podcast. Earn points and unlock unique content by finding collectibles, earning trophies, and completing the game on higher difficulties. Behind the scenes content reveals critical story moments. Complete the game before unlocking. X button. Select. Circle button. Back. Commentary. Enable commentary or descriptive audio over cinematics. X button. Select. Circle button. Back. X button, select, circle button, back. Credits, The Last of Us Part 1. The speech language pack is still downloading. The Last of Us, the speech language pack, The Last of Us left, the speech language pack left behind. Credits, watch the complete end extras. Option, controls, view customize remember photo mode, listen, look sensitivity, listen mode, hold, change the input method for listen mode. Hold, default, hold, R1 button, to listen. Release to stop listening. Toggle, controls, DualSense trademark, at DualSense, HUD, reticle, HUD, subtitles, off, enable subtitles for spoken story dialogue, off. Size, background, names, name color, direction, color, subtitle, display, rendering mode, unlocked display. Audio effects, 100, range, 0, dialogue, music, cinema, accessibility, screen reader, cinematic dynamic, mono audio, off, combines left and on. Dynamic mono audio, off, dynamic range, cinematic description, screen reader, access, mute, effect, dynamic mono audio effects, 1, mute, screen reader, access, mute, effects, 100, dial, mute, screen read, cinema, dynamic mono, dynamic range, maximum, wide, medium, narrow, midnight, maximum, auto, narrow, maximum, wide, max, auto, narrow, mono audio, off, combines left on, off, dynamic cinematic descriptions, 100, range, 0, 2, 100, adjust screen read access cinema, music dialogue effects, 100, dial, music, cinema access cinematic descriptions, 100, range, 0, 2, 100, adjust the screen reader, 50, range, 0, 2, 100, adjust 45. 5. Accessibility audio, cinema access screen reader, 5, range, dynamic mono effects, mono dynamic cinema screen reader, 5, 10, 190, 5, cinematic dynamic mono audio, off, audio, language, audio, X button, select, triangle button, reset to defaults, circle button, back. Access alternate controls. Square button, presets, X button, select, circle button, back. Magnet, motion, navigation and traversal. Square button, presets, navigation and traversal, navigation assist on. Left and right directional buttons, change, triangle button, reset to defaults, circle button, back. Off. Left and right directional buttons, change, circle button, back. Travert left enhanced on. Left and right directional buttons, change, triangle button, reset to defaults, circle button, back. Scan rate 21, 30, scan time, 3, second, range, 1, 2, 5, adjust time for an enhanced listen mode scan to reach its maximum distance. Left and right directional buttons, change, triangle button, 2, 1, second. Left and right directional buttons, change, triangle button, reset to defaults, circle button, back. Infinite breath, off, enables infinite breath while swimming underwater. Left and right directional button, navigation and traversal, accessible options. Control, access of navigation and traversal. Access option, press any button. Options. Left behind. The Last of Us. Options. Left behind. Option. Accessibility. Length audio disc set HUD. Dual sense trademark. HUD set disc audio. Display. Audio language. Audio disc set dual controls. X button. Select. Triangle button. Reset to defaults. Circle button. Back. Options. Left behind. The speech language pack. Left behind. Option. Extra. Credits. Extras. Credits. Watch the commentary. Behind. Speak game. Fill. Extra. Option. Controls. Dual sense trademark. X button. Select. Triangle button. Reset to defaults. Circle options. Left behind. The speech language pack is left behind. The Last of Us. The speech language pack. The left. Press any button. The Last of Us. The speech language pack. The Last of Us. Left behind. Play edition. The speech language pack is still download. Left behind. Option. Dual sense trademark. Controls. X button. Select. Triangle button. Reset to defaults. Circle button. Back. Dual sense trademark. HUD. Set this audio language. Accessibility. Option. Extra. Filter gallery. Locked. Change the appearance. Extra. Press any button. Extras. Press any extras. Press any extras. Press any extras. The Last of Us. The speech language pack is still downloading. The Last of Us. The speech language pack is still downloading. Remaining 3:47 6 a.m. Okay? X button. Select. Circle button. Back.